This is Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 7. And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shataria here at Chicago Branch Great Millstone, prophesizing the return of the Heavenly Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. You all ignorantly call him Jesus, but his true and Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Coming at you with another lesson. Before we get started, we're going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders here at Great Millstone who rule well. Honors to the hopeful elect, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical and true Hebrews of the Bible. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, the speckled bird, and all those whose lineage goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, healthy Barakatah, and to the Akwaf, and those of you out there listening and learning, Shalom and Barakatah to you also. Again, Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 7, and thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. Okay, and that's pretty much going into two-thirds of our people, two-thirds of Israel, okay, who will not submit to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and come to the obedience of the Lord. But the Lord is plaguing America, okay, with the same way he did Pharaoh in ancient Egypt. Well, this is spiritual Egypt, and we're witnessing firsthand, real time, the end of Esau Edom's kingdom. You can stick a fork in this place. It's done. Curtains. Like the elder Yahya say, CTD, circling the drain. Ezekiel 7 and 6 says, an end is at hand. An end of all things is at hand, roughly paraphrasing. We'll pull that out before we end the lesson also, okay? An end is here in that Ezekiel 7 and 6. But we have been telling you this, from the get-go, okay? All right? We the prophets of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, that's who speaks on behalf of the Lord, his servants, the prophets, all right? Hebrews 1 and 1, okay? It tells you that also, and we'll pull up both of those scriptures in 1 minute. Before we do that, I have a video. It's about 18 minutes long, okay? But we're gonna, cut it off at about, the 5-minute mark, okay? And we're gonna bring out some precepts. We're gonna bring out some precepts and get ready to close the lesson. We're gonna cut the video off at about the 5-minute mark, all right? But without further ado, let this video play, okay?
The collapse has begun, and the latest event in the USA confirms this statement. There is a strong reason why Americans should pay attention in the next 24 hours. The blood moon just happened, and the destruction has already begun, folks. The entire world saw the blood moon on March 14, 2025, but only a few noticed its significance, and the prophetic meaning. But now, those who were considering this blood moon and eclipse a simple coincidence will change their minds. Folks, this is getting scarier day by day. Last night, 40 tornadoes hit the United States of America. Yes, you heard me right. 40 tornadoes across 17 states, and millions of Americans across the country are on alert for a severe weather outbreak as violent, long-track tornadoes with damaging winds of up to 80 miles per hour. And it hit the United States of America.
Need a free phone? Listen up. If you're on SNAP, Medicaid, SSI, or Section 8, you're eligible for a brand new smartphone with unlimited.
And it hit the United States of America last night.
Monstrous storms pummeled at least 8 states across the central and southern parts of the country, dropping dozens of tornadoes. Now, officials reported more than 40 tornadoes moved through 8 states, with Missouri, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama being the hardest hit.
Folks, this is happening right after the blood moon and the Purim eclipse that took place. And we can see the destruction that has followed this celestial event. My dear brothers and sisters, can you sense what is happening here? Can you connect the dots? If you think this is the only sign of destruction unfolding in the world, then let me tell you that on the same night, Donald Trump, who himself is a major player in the end times prophetic events, has announced attacks on the enemies of humanity. I'm talking about the American military that carried out an airstrike in Yemen last night. Donald Trump posted this on his Truth Social platform, and there is no doubt that this event has ignited another battle, because the enemy will now retaliate even more after this action. Another bizarre story is coming from Serbia, where almost 300,000 people gathered in protest and were later attacked by a sound weapon, resulting in mass dispersion from the streets of Europe. Folks, can you now imagine and realize why is all of this happening right after the Purim eclipse? And more importantly, what is coming next for us?
My dear folks, the signs are clear. The events are unfolding right before our eyes, and yet millions are still blind to what is happening. The collapse has begun, and there is no denying it now. If you are still doubting, still questioning, still looking for a way to explain this through the lens of human understanding, then let me tell you, you are going to be caught off guard. 40 tornadoes in a single night. 17 states devastated. Homes ripped apart. Lives shaken. This is not normal. This is not just another storm system. This is a warning. A warning that God has allowed for those with ears to hear and eyes to see. But for those who continue to mock, continue to ignore, continue to dismiss, the time will come when there will be no more warnings. Only judgment. The Purim eclipse.
Okay, we can end that right there, Israel, all right? Okay, and we're going to pull up some scriptures, okay? And we're finna go to the scriptures right now. Okay, again, all right. America, the Lord is plaguing America. The same way he did Pharaoh in ancient Egypt. And like I said before we played the video, this is spiritual Egypt. And you just saw the video, okay? The writing is on the wall, and we are witnessing firsthand, real time, the end of Esau Edom's kingdom. You can stick a fork in this place. It's done. Thus saith the Lord. Curtains. CTD, circling the drain. All right, now we can pull up some scriptures. Okay, I just wanted you to see that video. First video, okay, Acts 2. And I'm going to start at about 19. And it says, Acts 2 and 19. And I will show wonders in heaven and in heaven above. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. It says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. He just talked about a blood moon, right? Before that great and notable day of the Lord come. Again, Acts 2 and 19, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. Ezekiel 2 and 7, and thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious, okay? All right, so an end to this place is about to come. Let's go here. Now we'll get that Ezekiel 6 and 7. All right, now we'll get that Ezekiel 6 and 7, okay? Let's grab it right now. Ezekiel 6, Salakia, Ezekiel 7 and 6, Israel. Ezekiel 7 and 6, and it reads, an end is come. This is Ezekiel 7th chapter, verse 6. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come, okay? And we have been telling you this from the get-go. Okay? All right? We, the prophets of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, that's who speaks on behalf of the Lord, his servants, the prophets. Again, you can find that in Hebrews. Let's get that while we're here too, okay? Hebrews 1 and 1. All right, it says, God, who at sundry times and in divers matters spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets. It says, God, who at sundry times and in divers matters spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets, okay? All right, see what I'm talking about, Israel? We've been telling you about this impending danger that is coming down the pipeline, okay? From day one, all right? From the get-go, okay? And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. And we just played the video and showed you, all right, the blood moon, everything that's happening. These are end-time prophecies, and they're popping off the pages. They're being fulfilled right before our very eyes, firsthand, real time, all right? Again, we're going to get this Acts 2. Okay, and start at 19. All right, Acts 2 and 19, okay? And Acts 2 and 19 says, and I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord. All right. And you see, he in the video, he told you the Lord is visiting this place. OK, he is visiting this place. All right. Let's go here, Israel. Let's get this. All right. Let's get Isaiah, and let's get Isaiah 29, and we want 29 and 6. Isaiah 29 and 6. And it says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Now he just told you 40 tornadoes touched down this same night or the night after this blood moon, okay? 17 states were affected. 7 states were devastated, okay? 40 tornadoes, all right, in one night, okay? Now, this is Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, visiting this place, all right? Like he said, the Lord is visiting this place, okay? Isaiah 29 and 6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise. Okay, and that's what tornadoes do. You see a lot of thunder, okay, and tempest and noise from the thunder and the lightning, all right? Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise. And that's that thunder, okay? With storm and tempest and with flame of devouring fire, all right? So Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is visiting this place, all right? And that blood moon was a sign of what's to come. And we, the prophets who speak on behalf of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, have been telling you people what's coming down the pipeline, warning you of this impending danger that's coming since day one, since get-go, like I said. And 2/3 of our people, they turned their shoulder on it. They didn't pay it no attention. Still ain't paying it no attention. That's Zechariah 7:11. They turned their shoulder, all right? And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious, okay? They are most rebellious, all right? Okay? And this is what's happening in real time, Israel. That blood moon is a warning, all right? Okay? That blood moon is a warning, all right? Let's get this Acts one more time, and we'll get ready to get, I think we're going to close with that 2nd Esdras, all right? 2nd Esdras, okay? We'll close with that, but we'll grab that Acts one more time, okay? 2 and 19. Acts 2 and 19. Okay. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. That's that blood moon, before that great and notable day of the Lord come. All right. So, man, you've been warned, Israel, all right? All right, you have been warned. You have been warned. Ezekiel, again, 7 and 6. Ezekiel 7 and 6. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. And that's what's about to come down the pipeline, okay? Esau, Edom, his kingdom is being, destroyed right before your eyes. You're seeing the decay. You're seeing the collapse. You're seeing the downfall of this present day evil world. Or should I say temporal, because it's slated for destruction, okay? All right. We'll go here and we'll get ready to close the lesson. Let's grab that, go in my singing app and hope it don't start singing. That 2nd Esdras 9, all right? That 2nd Esdras 9, okay? Let's get it. Second Esdras. And we want 9, and we start at the top. All right, it says, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do we measure the times, okay? We, the elect, the prophets of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, measure the times by these signs, the prophecies that he's showing you, okay? Like it said in Isaiah 29:6, okay? I will show great signs and wonders, okay? In heaven above and on the earth beneath, all right? That's how we measure the times. He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And what did he say in that video? The Lord is visiting this place, okay? This place is being visited, all right? Again, he answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's what we're seeing firsthand, real time. Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is visiting this place which he made. Okay, 40 tornadoes in one night. 40 tornadoes in one night, okay? It says 40 tornadoes in one night. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire, okay? So we know Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is visiting the world in which he made right now, okay? All right? Therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and you see, we had so many earthquakes over the last year. I think we just had an earthquake this year too. I just did a lesson on an earthquake they had over there in Tibet or somewhere. A big one, 5 or 6.0, rocked this place like the Harlem Shake, okay? It's going to be the Harlem Shake for real when Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai come back. The angels going to have to hold this place together, all right? It says, therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, okay? So this present day evil world is slated, or should I say temporal, because it's slated for destruction, all right? That's what's coming down the pipeline, all right? Okay? You see, the video just showed you. The moon turned red, the blood moon, all right? After the blood moon, the 40 tornadoes. You know, it touched 17 states touched. 7 states devastated, all right? Okay? All right? All right? Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, with earthquake, and with great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire, all right? So again, that Esdras, you see, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, okay? And that's what we're witnessing. That's what we're seeing firsthand, real time, all right? We're seeing the decay. We're seeing the collapse. We're seeing the destruction of this present day evil world, all right? Okay? That's pretty much all I have right now. Just food for thought and letting you know to pay attention to the signs like that Ezekiel 7:6 Let's close with it. Let's close with it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's close with that Ezekiel 7 and 6. I'll get that in my singing app, okay? Ezekiel 7 and 6. It says, an end is come. An end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. So we're warning you. And that's what the prophets of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai do. You know, we warn the people of the impending danger. We let them know what's coming down the pipeline. Lord will we be their man. But like a lot of the elders say, if we ain't, who is, all right? And that's pretty much all I have. Lord will, this lesson was edifying through the Spirit. In closing, I like to say, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakadash Barakatha Shalom Kwam Yasharala and Abba Babo. Until the next time, Israel, more will be revealed.